Okay, everybody, let's go back to the Eagle Motorplex on Sunday, August the 23rd, 1992. It's race day for the Pro Mods.
Either of those valves are leaking or something. I'm gonna think.
Hey, Bill, great pass yesterday. I was up talking to Delahaye, and I guess,
A little nervous?
yeah, he's scared. He's scared. You're going to kick the shit out of the truck this morning, maybe, eh?
We'll give it a try. That's the old driver out there. He's happy as can be.
Okay, stuff her in. First pass on the car yesterday. Burnout looked a little scary, but the run looked beautiful. How was it?
It was good. It was concentrating on making sure we weren't going to do any damage to the motor and the burnout, and I was basically looking at the gauges, and it just got away on me a little bit, but it wasn't anything serious.
You probably weren't leaning on the car, just wanted to get it down the racetrack, and it, like I say, it ran beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot left in the car. We decided that we were going to go to the starting line not knowing what this combination was going to do. I left fairly low RPM, short shifted in every gear, and we decided that we were going to drive it as far as it felt good. It felt good all the way, so I stayed with it down the back end of the door.
Just quickly go through the drivetrain in this thing.
It's a 500 cubic inch Keith Black Hemi. With all the goodies. It's got an 871 Mooneyham supercharger that's driven about 37% overdrive. Got a basic full underleaf fuel system. Got a Lenco 4-speed with a Hayes dual disc clutch, and it's got a Dana 60 rear end in the back end with a 456 gear. Pretty well what it does.
And you're into the Pro Mod show looking real good today.
Yeah, we were very, very surprised. It's hard to know what's going to happen when you change from fuel injection to a blown fuel injection type of format. So we were cautiously optimistic about how fast the car would go, and it came through for us. We're coming into this program pretty confident.
And hey, the owner was on cloud nine yesterday.
Oh yeah, he was running around the pits. It was hard to hold him down. I really feel happy for Bill. Him and his team have worked very hard to put this car together, and the car is it's working because of all his hard efforts. I just sit there and hang on. So.
Well, thanks a lot, and we'll see you guys again today, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you very much.
John, you had a couple of problems yesterday. The car stood up on its tail. You said it did it last week in Saskatoon also.
Yeah, I put a new set of tires on it, and the car is really responded to the tires, but I'm having a hard time controlling the wheel stands. I changed the wheelie bars, changed the rear chassis setup, and just trying to get her dialed in. It made a little bit better run last night. Didn't do nearly as big a wheelie, and just got to get her dialed. I'm close, just got to dial it in.
So it sounds like the new tires made that much difference on this thing?
Yeah, it seemed to. The car's never done a wheelie like that before. You know, it pulled an 8-foot wheelie back that last weekend, and it's not supposed to even come up more than a couple of feet. It pulled I don't know, there was 6 or 8 feet of air underneath the front of the car, and headed for the guardrail, so I had to lift, and I bent the car up a little bit, but I fixed it, and it's running
One of
again.
your passes yesterday, the car did a big left-hand turn.
Yeah, I had the wheelie bar set too low that time. It unloaded the left rear tire, and so I made an adjustment, and then it picked the front wheels 4 feet back up in the air, and just kind of trial by error. Now I'm getting close now.
So we got really good air this morning, not as much wind. The car could go real quick today.
Yeah, yesterday I bogged the motor on the starting line and had to lift in first gear and stood on it, run it through third gear and shut it off, and it still coasted a 903 or something like that. So there's a lot there, I think.
Thanks, Sean. We'll talk to you later.
You bet.
We measuring it the same way? Yeah. Let's just pull it in too much before and then return it one turn.
Dan Vogt from Regina. We've never seen this car out on the coast before. Looks really cool. Tell us about it.
It's our second year running this car. Last year was a Super Comp car. We decided to step it up a bit and try Pro Mod this year. Right now it's not really a maximum type engine in the car. It's a small motor 477 with just a small nitro system on it. Hoping to get in the 7s here today. It's gone an 8.0 so far. So.
How did it work for you yesterday? It looked like it made a couple of nice passes down the track.
Yeah. First pass, it took the tires a bit at the lift. Second pass was a good run. Went 23, and third pass went a 14. And fourth pass, it got real loose out there. I had to get out of it. So we're working on that. We're trying to squeeze a little more power out of it too. So
That's a really neat looking car. The big wing on the back, everybody's talking about that.
right.
Is that more for looks or is it really work for
Oh,
you?
we took it off the car once, just about wiped it out. Lost control. So it's doing something out there. It's putting some force down on the back end. The roof's chopped on the car. It got a 2-inch chop on the roof, and it helps the aerodynamics.
So it is a chop roof on the car?
Yeah, just the front is got 2 inches out of the windshield post.
Well, we look forward to seeing this car run today, and if you let us get a close look there, you guys got to have one of the best looking t-shirts we've seen. Thanks, Dan. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Take it on. 522 cubic inches up front of it. Legacy base. We're traveling in. Looking after. Beautiful. Keep having. Charlie, I'll tell you, it's one of the Don't do that anymore. Apparently it's a little bit hard on fuel. Nitrous oxide, laughing gas. No, 502.
got in a little bit late from Montana yesterday. Made a nice pass and even a better one this morning.
Yeah, we used the nitrous system most of the length of the track this morning. I ran a 41, and now we backed it off a little for this first round, and then we're going to really step on it here in a little bit.
And you won last weekend in Saskatoon.
Yeah, we did. We were low qualifier and won the whole deal. It was great. Gotta like that, you know.
We'll look forward to seeing more of you today. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you guys going to high school, you're going to get used to this. All the high schoolers, please report immediately. It's time for class. Would you like to ring a bell? What I do when I have to peek on the back door and put it in the
Lost 197 this morning. They say you were pedaling it in third gear.
Yeah, we had to lift a couple times in third gear. Was giving her a couple of these down the racetrack, so we just lifted a couple times and drove it out the back door. We're close. We're close.
What's the fastest you've ever gone?
196.99. That was it.
That was it. Was that with all the bottle on?
No, I'm only running one system right now. The other system hasn't been turned on yet, so there's still lots left.
Are we going to see that maybe today?
We won't see it this round, but we may see it in the next.
Thanks, Ross. Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Himself, Chad Brown wants to make a good short today. He is not. Doesn't look like he's going to finish number one. Maybe he has a chance to do it for the mission team.
Some of the cars going pretty fast today, Joe. How's the truck doing?
Well, it's better now that we don't have a 50-mile-an-hour headwind to run into, that's for sure.
You using all the bottles and stuff yet?
No, we're just stepping up on it, little bit by little bit. Don't want to run too fast, don't want to scare these guys.
Oh, yeah, you show up.
Just running as fast as we have to.
Drag racing is real light, serious stuff. We're going to the termite there.
Dan ran pretty good this morning, but you're up against a car that's going almost 200 miles an hour. What do you figure?
I gotta hope he breaks.
You might be catching up to him soon, though. You got another motor at home, you tell us.
Yeah, we got a 632. We'll put these Pontiac heads on it. Build a sheet metal intake. We got a fogger system, 2 carbs and all that stuff.
I think we'll maybe see this car at Mission next year.
Oh yeah, we'll be there for sure.
Good stuff.
Dave Coker's got to get one extra round if he wants to pull ahead. An ending car. John Bell. Beaumont Racing. The car hands up. gotta cool. You gotta make it on the door and easy goes. That's the rule. And John Wells' car is a no-show. So Joe Daly is looking at the prize money. Very disappointed, Sean Wells. You make sure you're in mission 1 week right now. Bill Wells says it's going to be a good race. Oh, we're waiting tickets for the 50-50 draw. Get your tickets out. Hang on your tickets real quick. We are looking for ticket number 685610. 685610.
Couldn't be better.
Couldn't be better?
Actually, it should have went a lot faster, but the air went away on us and we got caught. Too much fuel in the motor. Thought it would run at 25, but it barked so bad we shut it off about 1,000 foot mark.
Yeah, I heard it starting to pop and fart down
Too
there.
much fuel. Oh, I had the chutes out before the finish line.
Yeah, the mile an hour was 175 or something?
2, I think.
175.
Was it? I mean,
Probably
she was
a good pass, actually.
1,000 foot mark when I shut it. But not pretty, but win's a win. We'll take it all the way, any way we can get it.
And thank the sponsors now.
Yes, and we definitely want to thank Century Oils and Ocean Park RVs because it's their money that put us into the winner's circle this weekend.
And you saw that Roger LaRue guy down on the start line sweeping up all afternoon. Did you notice that?
Well, we told him, you know, if you're not going to run your car, you better get to work and do something to help us out. And he didn't want to drive it, so down to the starting line he went. He swept all the dirt off of our lane into the other guy's lane, but we ain't going to tell anybody that.
What was that, Ken?
He did only sweep our lane, didn't he? I hope.
What happened to Sean in the final? Any idea?
Figures he had a head gasket.
Head gasket blown.
I won the race. Me.
It was wounded before he pulled in the line, I'm sure.
Well, congratulations again, Joe. And when are we going to see these things running in Canada again?
Next weekend we got Super Chevy in Seattle, and the weekend after that is Calgary. We're gonna maybe squeeze in an Edmonton Medicine Hat if they got the snowplows ready. So that's what it comes down to.
What about the Mission, the BC car?
We're running the Langley Loafers deal in Mission. I think it's the second weekend in September. We're running a couple of Pro Mod cars there on an exhibition deal. So hopefully we'll have some good news by then too. We're hoping to have something to tell you that'll be kind of interesting after that race.
Sounds good at me. Well, it says on the back of your truck here you should see my race car, and I guess after this weekend none of these guys will want to, eh?
Well, I don't even know if I want to see a race car. Hell, when a truck can beat all these race cars, we'll be talking to you at Mission.
If you can't beat them, truck them, eh?
You got her.
It's pretty hard to imagine taking a former Super Comp car, putting a big wing on the back of it, a little bit bigger motor, and some nitrous, and calling it a Pro Mod. Joe Delahaye would go on to bigger and better things. He got a new truck a few years after this, became the first official 200-mile-an-hour truck in drag racing history at Mission Raceway. And I also believe that he was the first guy that ran a 5-second Pro Mod number at Mission. So thanks again for stopping by. Don't forget to pop back here every Tuesday, every Thursday for the very best in West Coast nostalgia drag racing videos. Horsepower Heaven 2. It's the place where the fast rides go on YouTube.